third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the New York Giants and the New York Jets, and it's coming up next on Madden NFL 25.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis with you, and now we sit, CD, at week 3 of the preseason, and this is the one that the coaches probably think is pretty valuable, right?
Certainly. This is the dress rehearsal. This is the one where your starters are going to play. You might even game plan a little bit more.
The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And off we go from MetLife Stadium. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. So here come the Jets to take over. Led at quarterback by a man back to full health in season number 20 now, and his second one in New York, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
And after an Achilles injury robbed him of playing most of last season, he's hoping this year can set himself up for a possible fairy tale ending in what has been an inevitable Hall of Fame career. We know it won't be easy, but the Jets have great optimism not only for Aaron Rodgers.
And this intercepted on the first play of the game. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Wow, just one snap in, partner, and the complexion of this game has already changed because for the defensive side, they just handed their offense a short field and a big early advantage. And even though it's only the first snap of the game, we're going to look back on this one and see if it has lasting effects as this game moves on.
First go on offense for the Giants under the guidance of Daniel Jones, the former Duke Blue Devil.
And what he's thinking about right now is first down, let's find a way to make a big play. Because when you get a sudden change situation and that defense has to rush onto the field unexpectedly, you might catch them having a defensive breakdown or not quite prepared.
And it was really sudden after the first play picked off. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary to about the 26 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to find that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And the catch made by Johnson. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And Johnson is one of those players that I expect to get better and better during his time in the NFL.
Okay, here we go.
Long and rangy, a really good catch radius. In his pre-draft process, one of the best ones out of the tight ends.
And the Giants are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
1st and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
Here we go.
Jones will sneak it, and he is over the line for another rushing touchdown.
Is he a quarterback or is he a tailback?
The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Graham Gano on for the extra point. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. So that drive, 4 plays. And it was capped off by the quarterback sneak for 6. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Kayvon Thibodeaux, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack.
Big-time move there by Kayvon Thibodeaux, a talented pass rusher out of Oregon, who had a little bit of a breakout season last year. The next step for him, to stack dominant seasons together, and plays like that will certainly help accomplish just that.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Here's Rodgers. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, they're certainly not giving much help to their defense, are they? Because for the second time now, that D has had to run back out on the field early after an interception. And remember, on the last drive, the opposing side took it in for 6 after that interception.
So the Giants getting the football back here for their second drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
And he's got this down to the 35. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Throwing, Jones. Quick hitter here, it's complete.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And I don't think he got there, no. He's short by maybe a foot, maybe. Call it 4th and inches. Jones keeping it on the sneak. And he is going to have the Giants first down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
Okay, here we go.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football back at their own 17. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line. They'll start on the ground. Hall. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now 2 yards to go on 3rd down. They'll run with Hall. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. On 4th down, here's the veteran Thomas Morstead to punt for the Jets. Back deep, Isaiah McKenzie. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw right side, taken in by Bellinger. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Bellinger, 68 yards. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, Those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Extra point try good by Gano, and it's now 14-0. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra-quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10, right at the 30. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Now look out, Rodgers lost the football, and the Giants have it. It's picked up, so they take over not only in enemy territory, but in the red zone at the 16-yard line. The defense, they were swarming that time and ultimately got to him before he could get rid of the football and knocked it free.
And don't you feel just a little bit of sympathy for him back there, though? So much going on, so much swirling around. He's trying to find someone downfield. He's trying to move around to find an open target. Sometimes you forget the number one thing, take care of the football.
And now out come the Giants. They've got the ball in a great spot here, already inside the red zone following that fumble recovery.
Jeff, up we go.
Jones, following the fumble recovery, he'll throw. He gets this one to Johnson. And the Giants are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
Now Jones. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Touchdown. Devin Singletary. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Giants take a 3-touchdown lead. Boy, still in the first quarter, and look out. I mean, they are on pace for over 80 points in this game. I don't know that they'll get there, CD, but this has been impressive to watch so far.
That certainly would be history in the making, wouldn't it, partner? I'm glad we're here to actually watch and see if it actually happens, although, like you, I have my doubts, but they are firmly in control of this game.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them in plus territory. Excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10. Right at the 30. He'll give it to Hall to start the drive. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman, the ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
Over.
Hall again on 2nd down. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Now it's Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Hall again on 2nd down. Nice little juke. And he's going to get this past the 50 and into Giant territory. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Throwing now is Rodgers. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rodgers now to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They'll run with Hall. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1. 21-0 our score after 1. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they come up now 2nd and goal. Ball again, but he will go backwards as he stopped for a loss. That 2nd down play nets a -4. This offense 2 for 2 on 3rd downs on this drive. This is the most important of them all, 3rd and goal. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit longer, but I'll guarantee this, they'll be gone by the start of the 4th quarter.
So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
The possession switching back to the New York Giants. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
Here we go, hey.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Picked off by the linebacker, C.J. Mosley. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Hall ought to give up the middle. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This pass out wide to Hall. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
And this is going to be roughing the kicker, an inexcusable penalty, Charles.
You've worked so hard to hold him to a 3-point kick. Now you're giving him the ball again with a chance for a touchdown.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets get a bit closer. Zuerlein connects on the extra point, and it makes the score 21-10. A drive there of just 4 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And the Giants ready to come out now.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They'll wind up losing 3 here on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
On 4th down, Jamie Gillen on to punt for the Giants.
Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Jets offense will be backed up to start this drive as they've got it 1st and 10. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A nice move gets him a few extra. Down just shy of his 20.
Here's 2nd and 3.
Now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete. You know, last week I remember asking you, what would an offensive coordinator be looking for week 2 of the preseason? Now we're in week 3. Defensive coordinator-wise, what's he looking at?
For the most part in preseason, you're playing pretty basic stuff, pretty vanilla defenses. You're looking for guys that play with abandon, that just go out and make plays and kind of let their athletic ability take over in order for you to notice them.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Oh, look at the juke. An 8-yard return there after a punt of 47. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here.
Obviously not the intended goal last drive. They had to punt the football, but still they've got the lead here, and now a chance to add on to that lead if they can get points on this drive. 1st and 10 upcoming.
The linebacker C.J. Mosley in on the stop. From the 39, Jones.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be taken down after a pickup of about 7 as the clock will stop here for the 2-minute warning. A yard all they need, but it's 3rd down.
Here we go.
Back to throw. Jones.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Off the bootleg. Jones.
Right side, it's Manhurts, the tight end.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he could break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And this is incomplete.
I can assure you, setting up a screen is much more difficult than it appears. It requires excellent timing from everyone on the offense, and a defense's #1 goal is to throw that timing off.
They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1.
The pass passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
Here's Jones throwing on 4th down. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it'll be 1st down Giants.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why.
And he will not throw it away. He goes out of bounds, well shy of the line of scrimmage, so that's a sack. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
So when the defense complains about having to do pursuit drills in the heat of training camp, plug in this play. Excellent pursuit. Force the quarterback out of the pocket. He ends up trying to run for it. Instead, he goes out of bounds and loses yardage. That goes down as a sack for the defense.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Jones. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal.
It'll be spotted on the right hash. A 52-yard attempt. Gano's kick is good, and the lead grows to 14 at 24-10. That was perfect. From distance, he steps up, knocks it right down Main Street.
And Main Street's celebrating right now with him, aren't they? I love the mechanics of the whole thing. Snap, hold, everything was right on target, and the blocking was perfect, and he executed so well.
Now, this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40.
35 seconds, all that remains in the first half as they come up on 1st down. To throw is Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Throwing is Rodgers. And able to find Allen Lazard. And he's got this to the 30 before being taken down. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. From the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now Rodgers.
Taken in left side, it's Wilson.
And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
And again, it's Rodgers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds.
From the 9, 2nd and 5.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Here's Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Smart move to throw that one away. You're in field goal range, so you definitely don't want to be loose with the ball. And that's great work by this defense to force a 4th down.
Zuerlein's kick is up and through. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no win. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
So we've reached halftime with a visiting Giants, I guess you could say, on top of the Jets in this New York rivalry. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Week 3 of the preseason is here. Everyone wrapping up their exhibition schedule. No games for the league on Labor Day weekend. And then it all begins.
The 17-game regular season gets underway on the Thursday after Labor Day with the NFL kickoff game.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Our starters likely to be out there for the third quarter as we get back underway in this second half. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Giants offense and Daniel Jones set to take over again. And it's been a rough night at the office for him. He's been more of a liability than an asset throughout the contest. And this offense... The other New York offense getting ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner,
yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half. They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Throwing, Jones. A short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And he stopped up short of the first as they tackle him down at about the 36. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that's going to make it 4th down. They'll try and throw for it here. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is going to have the Giants first down. It's a gain of 7 on 4th and 4. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
Here we go, hey.
Now Jones. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. Oh, and that is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Here's a sneak with Jones. And he will have a Giants first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
I don't know about you, but I like this call. 3rd and inches, and instead of worrying about getting it back to a running back and maybe there's some penetration from the defensive front, just go ahead and take it, move forward, and pick up the first down.
And as we say often, shows confidence in your offensive line. They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
3rd and 2.
Okay, here we go.
Back to throw. Jones. That is caught. And he will have a Giants first down as this defense unable to hold. It's a 7-yard gain there on 3rd and 2.
Here we go.
Off play action. Jones. Flush to his right. He throws it on the move but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
They'll run a draw now with Singletary. And he's got room. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Second down and 3 with right around 3 minutes remaining in the third quarter. 3's all around. Looking to throw. Jones. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown. from 3 yards out. And the Giants take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Extra point try, good by Gano. And the lead is up to 18 now. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will wind up way short of the landing zone, so that's going to move the ball all the way up to the 40-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this Battle of New York. On play action, Rodgers. And a completion to Wilson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Allen Lazard, 58 yards. And the Jets are able to cut into that deficit. Zerline good with a PAT. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Possession of the football going back over to the Giants. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. The former 3rd overall pick, Solomon Thomas, with a high motor that time and the tackle for loss.
Here we go.
Now Jones. From the gun, he'll throw. And he rifles one incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's got a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He's got room past the 30, and he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Okay, here we go.
Off the play fake. Jones gonna let one fly for Robinson. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 37 yards.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 as they're down to the 29-yard line. Singletary trying the left side. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Back to throw. Jones. The short throw pulled in by Bellinger. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Jones keeps it himself. And he will have a Giants 1st down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
There may have been a little bit of an element of surprise there. 3rd and inches, and they go quarterback sneak. I still feel like this is a play that often is reserved for 4th down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Half jumbo, half jumbo.
Now this time he'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
That open man that time ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
That's a big force incompletion there to bring up 3rd and long, and this defense can still salvage a little momentum by forcing them to kick a field goal, because just a few plays ago, they looked like they were headed towards the end zone.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. So Jones off, Graham Gano on here for the New York Giants field goal. He made his first, this from 47 yards out. Gano's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points, a response there to that opening touchdown of this 3rd quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Jets offense ready to go in this battle of New York. And right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've gotten pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. On 1st down, right back to Hall. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. On the tackle, it was Dane Belton. They'll go again with Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And check down, complete to Hall. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Now Rodgers, gotta have this one. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down. The defense a little lax there. They give up 9 on 4th and 4. Now it's Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Giants touchdown. So a 4th quarter pick-6 here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner, and I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick-6, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
Gano now to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick-6. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 right at the 30. After the pick-6, they go right back to the air. He's got the hook up to Lazard, and he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. He may go. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick six.
And how about the way they've played this entire game? Not only have they put their stamp on it, but every time they try and mount an offensive challenge, they find a way to thwart it. And multiple pick sixes? Oh, yeah, they'll enjoy watching this tape after the game.
Gano the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
And now out come the Jets.
And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them.
And he's got his man on the out route. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
On play action, it's Rodgers. Open man here is Conklin.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now Rodgers.
This pass complete to Ruckert.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So the drive takes him into Giants territory now. First and 10 at the 39-yard line. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down. Shotgun now for Rodgers.
Connection made to Ruckert.
That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Rodgers to throw once more.
He dumps this one off here to Hall. And he is going to have a Jets first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down.
They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. Called out a very strong gain of 24. Throwing is Rodgers. And it's caught. No gain on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and goal. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Rodgers now to throw. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big. Zerline connects on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. That time a 9-play drive, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Here we go, hey.
Back to throw. Jones. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. This is something you got to be wary of defensively. I mean, just because they're in the mode of trying to burn some clock doesn't mean they won't pass it. And they got good yardage out of that one.
Yeah, and really, when you're looking at it, now they've got a fresh set of downs. Look for 2nd down. If they want to take another shot and try and loosen things up, that'd be the time to do it.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and that'll bring up second down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. To throw again on second down. Jones. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They've got a third down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Off play action. Jones. And it's intercepted at the goal line.
And the Jets force the turnover. They'll take over at the 10.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now Rodgers, a free play. He's got it to Williams. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Offside. Defense.
So with the completed pass and the yardage they got, they'll decline the penalty.
So obviously more yards on the pass completion than they would have gained with the penalty. They did the math. They did it well, and it works for them.
And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. To throw is Rodgers.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down.
Taking in left side, it's Wilson.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. Now Rodgers.
He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown.
An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jets go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points.
Zerline good with a PAT, and the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down, time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Giants, and that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Well, partner, it's just preseason, but it always feels good to be in victory formation, taking the knee for the W.
Yeah, I've often thought to myself when I watch these preseason games, some teams need the wins more than others. You know, if you're established and you're used to winning, not quite the same. But if you're trying to learn how to win, it's important to get it done. And to be able to kneel down at the end, even better.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From MetLife Stadium, good night, everybody.